Hello, and welcome to Pattern for Living's Cooking with Pam and
Carolyn.
Yes. Carolyn, what are we fixing today?
Oh, we're having scrambled tofu today.
Scrambled tofu, and y'all just be quiet. Scrambled tofu is good.
Yes.
Not only good tasting, it is good for you. I just want you to know that tofu, it takes on whatever flavor you season it with.
Yes.
So if you have something that kind of tastes like chickeny or whatever, it's going to give the tofu a chickeny or a eggish is what we're trying to accomplish flavor. Now, some people are leery of eating tofu because it's GMO. But on the market today, you can also purchase non-GMO tofu. Some people believe that GMO doesn't matter, but for me personally, I prefer non-GMO. But did you know that there are 8 grams of protein in tofu? So if you think that if you don't eat meat, you're not getting enough protein, you're sadly mistaken.
It also has iron and calcium in it.
Yes. And it also has 2 grams of carbs. It has 1 gram of fiber. There's only 4 grams of fat without any added fat. If you add fat, of course, it's going to be more fat. There's copper and magnesium, and as Carolyn said, iron, and there's also zinc. Now, tofu also has health benefits. Tofu is believed to reduce the possibilities of having cardiac arrest. It's also reduce the possibility of having breast cancer for women who eat it at least once a week. And it's a protective agent for the breast, the digestive system, and the prostate, you men. Tofu may have positive effects on blood sugar control, but more studies are needed to confirm that. Now, if you're going to use tofu and not use the whole block, we're going to be using the whole block today. It's best to put it in the refrigerator, and you have to keep changing the water, but it will last in the refrigerator for about 1 week. Now, if you put it in the freezer, it will last longer. But know this, that putting it in the freezer is going to change the texture of it. Now, some of my recipes where I use tofu with, I prefer putting it in the freezer because putting it in the freezer when it thaws out and you prepare it, it's going to have a more chewy and meaty type texture to it. It's your choice, freeze it or not, but I like to chew, so I freeze if I'm making a dish that's kind of meatish, like I like barbecue tofu. Yeah, barbecue tofu. It good. All right, without any further ado, I'm going to give the show to Carolyn. And today again, we're fixing
Scrambled tofu. The first thing we do is we open up our tofu and drain it. And then we put it in a bowl. And I forgot my masher, so pardon my hands. We'll have to get in here and mash it up so you can see. Now there's some tofu that's really hard. This is extra firm, but it's still soft.
Now you're using extra firm. I use firm. So, I mean, you can use what you wish.
Yes, you can. There's also another, somebody put out a new one here in this year sometime, this summer, that's really hard. I don't know that would make good scrambled tofu, but at any rate. There's one that's even softer that you can use for eggs for dessert, making desserts when it's really creamy almost.
That's like the silken tofu?
The silken. All right. Now we got that. And the next thing that goes in here is, you can put onion in it if you want to, an onion and a couple of cloves of garlic. And to be totally honest with you, I chopped all that up this morning and then forgot and left it at home. So we're adding extra onion powder today because I left it at home, but it's going to be just as good, I can assure you. And we're adding extra onion powder to make up for what I left at home.
So bottom line is you can flavor this tofu to your own taste using these simple ingredients.
Or if you've got something you like better, you can substitute it.
And with that being said, I put Kalanamak salt in mine. It's a sulfuric salt and it smells like eggs.
Wow, I didn't know about that. That's something new to me. So we put in...
Smells like boiled eggs.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
So I put in, a recipe calls for half a teaspoon of garlic and a half a teaspoon of onion powder, both of those. So I put in more to make up for what I left at home. And we put in 1 teaspoon of McKay's chicken style seasoning. And this is it. This is yeast, which is wonderful for, it's not yeast that you make bread with. It's nutritional yeast. It has the vitamin B's in it, including the B12, which is really needed. Okay, then we put in a tablespoon of parsley. And parsley is so good for you because it has lots and lots of vitamin C.
And parsley is also a good...
Are you ready?
Yes.
Then we have turmeric, my favorite. It turns the tofu yellow to look like scrambled eggs, and it's good for the memory. I am proof positive for that.
And it's a good arthritic seasoning.
Okay, that I didn't know about.
Yes, it's good for joint pain.
Okay. So if you've got arthritis, add turmeric to your food when you cook it. And the last thing is 1.5 teaspoons of nutritional yeast. And this is it right here. I brought it to show you. It's just plain, whereas the chicken style, McKay's chicken style seasoning, this is the base, and then you add whatever herbs you want to mix with it. And then we add fried amino. This is a non-fermented soy sauce. It's not as salty as soy sauce, so we put that in there.
And that serves as our salt.
It does. And then put the top back on it really good. Love my olive oil. Alright, now we're ready to put in our tofu. Wow, it's smelling good already. It only takes about a minute and a half. Here we are, a hearty breakfast of scrambled eggs and potatoes and tomatoes right out of the garden. So get in the kitchen and whip you up some. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.